In this video, we are going to look at Ode to Joy for the alto saxophone, and we're going to be looking at the version that I handed out to the Southern Elementary School Band. So, the first thing we're going to look at to this song is it starts with 4 quarter notes and 2 half notes. What's really important with this introduction, it's going to be a little bit slow, so we have to make sure we take a huge breath right here, all right, and we really play full note values. So here's what the first 2 measures are going to sound like. 1, 2, 3. Let's try that again and really focus on taking a nice big breath and also focus on full note values. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. All right, now that figure comes up again in measure 5 and measure 6. The black bar with the 2 means we're going to rest for 2 whole measures when we get to this part. So we're going to start G, G, A, B, A, G. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 2, 3, 4. G, G, A, B. Okay? So let's try 5 and 6. Again, it's the same thing as measure 1 and measure 2. Make sure we have full note values and a nice big breath. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. And then moving along, we have another black bar with the 2 right here. And then we come across this figure 9 and 10. It's very similar to what we just played, except we're going to be adding a G whole note onto the end. So we're going to get G, G, A, B, A, G, G. All right, let's try that. 9, 10, 11, and 12. And when we get to this whole note, make sure we have it. It's going to be 4 entire beats. Here we go. 1, 9, 10, 11, and 12. 1, 2, 3. All right, so the first 11 measures of the song, it's really just the introduction. And the 2 bars that we're resting here and here, we're trading off between the trombones and the percussion section, all right? So I would like to try measures 1 through measure 11. And we'll count through the rest too as well. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 2, 3, 4. All right, so that brings us up to measure 12, where we have this big extended clarinet solo. The clarinets are playing the main melody of the spot. All right? When the clarinets get done their solo at measure 20, we come in and we're playing the melody, the main melody of the song. So let's get into this main melody right here. It starts with 4 quarter notes, and if you look at the contour or the shape, we're starting at B. We're working our way up to a D. Let's just try that. B, B, C, D. When you get to the D, make sure you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, plus that thumb key, and really slam those keys down. Here's just the 4 quarter notes in measure 20. 1, 2, 3. All right, really listen to your D. The D needs to sound clean, and that's going to be from getting that finger combination down. Let's try that again. Just measure 20. 1, 2, 3. All right. Now we're going to add measure 21. B, B, C, D. In 21, we're repeating the D, D, C, B, A, and we're coming back down. So measure 20, we're working up to the D. 21, we're starting with the D and we're working our way down. So here we go, 20 and 21. Take a nice big breath and full note values. I don't want to hear this. Okay? We want full note values, and that's going to come easier if we take a nice big breath. So here we go, 20 and 21. I'll move over here so you can see my fingers. 1, 2, 3. Let's try that again. If you're having trouble with the fingers, that's okay. Pause the video, slow it down till you have it sounding nice and clear. One thing that's going to help with your clarity too is making sure you use that tongue on every note. Toot, 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 toot. Here we go, 20 and 21. 1, 2, 3. One more time, 20 and 21. It's really important that we get this because this is the main part of the melody. And it comes back again in measure 24, 25, and as well as 36, 37. So here we go, just 20 and 21. 1, 2, 3. Okay? If your part sounds clear, you can move on. Let's go to 22 and 23. 4 quarter notes followed by 2 half notes. We're going to take a nice big breath, double G, 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 A, B, B, A, and 2 full beats for our half notes. Here we go, 22 and 23. 1, 2, 3. 22 and 23, let's try that. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. When you're feeling comfortable with that, you can go to 20 and play 20 all the way through 23. And I'm going to try that right now. All right? I'm going to breathe right here, and I'm going to breathe right here. Now, one of the things with taking our breath and putting the air into the instrument, you want to make sure you're really filling up that saxophone with air, but you don't want to be pushing all of the air out right at the beginning of the phrase or the contour, okay? You want to make sure you're just letting the air come out naturally, all right? Big breath. Let that air come out naturally. You don't want to blow it all out in the first beat. So here's 20 through 23. 1, 2, 3. All right, let's try that one more time. Full note value, and really ask yourself, what are you doing with your air? Are you taking in a lot of air? Is the air coming out naturally, or are you forcing it all out and giving it kind of like your instrument kind of that rough sound? Here we go, 20 through 23. 1, 2, 3. Now let's go on. 24 and 25, we have that contour where we go up to the D and we come back down. So we should already know how to play that. Let's do that. 24 and 25. 1, 2, 3. In 26 and 27, very similar to 22 and 23. However, the only difference here is on 27, we're ending on an A and a G. All right, both half notes. So 26 and 27 are going to sound like this. 1, 2, 3. when you're playing these notes, make sure you're reading your music and you're tracking it left to right with your eyeball, okay? You want to really make sure that you're reading through these notes so that you don't get lost. If you're tracking it correctly, you're going to notice the difference between 23 and 27. And that's really important. We can't be ending this phrase on B and A. It needs to be ended on A and G. Now, 20 to 27 is the main melody. Here's what it needs to sound like. All right, I'm going to play it, and I want you to put your finger on your music and follow it along note for note. 20 through 27. Follow it along note for note. 1, 2, 3. Now, let's try and play it together. Instead of using your fingers to move the notes, all right, while you're playing, use your eye to track those notes left to right. Here we go, 20 through 27. 1, 2, 3. We come to right here. This is another clarinet solo. All right, so we're going to count 4 measures rest while they play da 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 da, and then we're going to come in again with 32 through 39, and we're going to play that melody. So here's 32 through 39. Let me hear the melody. 1, 2, 3. If you're having trouble with this section, that's all right. Most likely, we're probably going to, all right, it's probably going to just take some work to get used to getting all those D's down. Slow down how fast you're playing, all right? It's more importantly that you play it clearly and accurately than you play it fast, all right? And don't forget we have the double D right here at 36 and 37. And then right here again at 24 and 25, 20 and 22. In the main melody, you have to have those 2 D's coming at each other. I don't want to hear B, B, C, D, C. That makes a big difference in the song. Now, let's look at the last 4 measures of the song. So we get done playing down the main melody, and we get right here at measure 40. This is going to be how we conclude the song, and this is the ending. We have a combination of short G's, quarter note G's, rests, and then we're going to end with a whole note. So it's going to sound like this. G, rest, rest, rest. G, rest, rest, rest. G, rest, G, rest, G. Let's try that, the ending. 1, 2, 3. Rest, rest, rest. Rest, rest, rest. Let's try that again, the ending with me. And as you're reading it, you got to look at these rests just like you'd be looking at a note. All right? You got to track these rests just as you'd be tracking a note. So here we go, 40 through the ending. 1, 2, 3. Rest, rest, rest. Rest, rest, rest. Rest, rest. So go ahead, practice that, full breath, full note value, and let that air naturally come out. Don't force it out. That's what's going to really make your saxophone sound nice and pleasant to listen to. Happy practicing.